You may be able to see I'm in a swarm of mosquitoes.
The fuck is that? Shit flying in my mouth. I can't even see me.
And this is an old house that's been on this family property for years. I finally got it in my name a few years ago. I used to live in a trailer right next to it that burned down when some other family was living in it. And now this thing has just been sitting for as long as I can remember, actually, since before I was born, as a storage unit. And it's mainly been storing trash. So we already started clearing it out. My wife and I came down here, brought the four-wheeler, kind of making a long weekend of it. Already made one run to the dump, and I have a few more to do, but let's get in here and check it out. It's pretty nasty in here. So this house has been used as a storage unit for 3 generations or more. You can see me there with my puppies as a kid, and it is pretty nasty. Everything has kind of accumulated right by the front door. Mostly stuff added in the 80s and 90s, it seems like, but a few really cool old things in here. So let's try to get in the door. Had to pry my way in, and the floor, we noticed right away, has sunk down. There was stuff underneath the door. So in the mosquito capital of the world, if you can't tell, and spiders have taken this place over. But mostly trash right by the door. Not really sure how it got so much stuff up against the door. We were coming in from the back door for a while, and I guess people were trying to keep the door from getting opened by strangers. It was screwed shut and had some padlocks on it and everything, but I don't think anybody wanted anything in here. You can see we're clearing out trash, and we were advised to just get a dumpster and just throw everything away, just get a team out here and just toss it all as quick as we can. But we want to go through it, see if we can find anything good in here, and we actually did find a few things that we'll show you. You can see here a lot of this stuff has been wet. If you look at the wall, I believe in Hurricane Floyd, I remember as a kid, it flooded and it didn't come in our trailer, but you can see some of this stuff is salvageable and worth taking the time to sort through. I think there's some pretty cool stuff in here, an old bed, this cabinet, pictures of my cousins as we saw, and I want to take the time to look through here, and thankfully my wife's willing to help me as well, and she thought it'd be cool to make this video. So you can see bags and bags of trash coming out of here. We took one load to the dump on our first day, had our buddy's trailer totally overflowing with junk, and we have so much more to do. You can see we got a lot done on the first day in about 2 hours since we got into town late and we ran out of daylight, but we have quite a bit more to do. This is just half of the main room here, but there's several other rooms as well as an upstairs that we're going to try to tackle in the next day and a half. So wish us luck, and y'all stay tuned. See if we can get this place cleaned out and safe for our kids to come visit. Here's some of the halfway decent stuff we found in here. A lot of this stuff is newer trash, but you can see some of this is the older stuff we thought was cool and worth keeping. And I remember this picture being in my granddaddy's living room at one time. So you can see in here we mainly got this first room already cleared out as far as the big stuff. We couldn't even get in the door at first, and also the floor has sunk down quite a bit. It's very soft, and nothing straight in here. It's been flooded in here. I remember Hurricane Floyd when I was a kid is probably what did it up to that height. But you can see there's just all kinds of just filthy trash in here, and that's why nobody in my family's ever really done anything with it. So we're going to try to change that, clear it out, make this a place you can come have a picnic, kind of hang out, walk through, look at some pictures on the wall, some old pieces of history. So let's clean out this junk, get after it. No way. What? This is a cooler, a center console cooler for an old truck with a bench seat. I want this. No way. These are cool. This is a cool rest. These are actually like, people like these. That's no way. That's going to be in my old Ford truck right there. My 1967 is going to have that in it.
You got your own already?
Yeah, it's on right now.
Cool.
Look at that.
That is so
These are like rare. People like, they like these.
Oh, how did we pick it up?
Yeah. And then you go from that to old VCR or something. What even is that? It says VCR. Where do you put a tape into that? What even do you put in there? Access card. What in the heck is this thing? Now that we got this room kind of cleared out, we can see the stairs are not really touching anything, but I'm gonna try to go up them anyway. See what we got going on up here. I think the floor should be good. It's just the stairs I'm worried about. Okay. We can check out the roof in this thing. Not too much to clean up here, thankfully. Y'all tell me what kind of spider that is. I've killed several of them since we've been here, and it is terrifying. Does that work good?
Yeah. I need you to take this screw out of the wall so I can hang this picture. Crooked.
Beautifully crooked. If you keep pushing it left, it might straighten out. Oh, I guess it's just the screws
I
aren't
think
the
the
same
screws aren't the same height.
height. Yeah, that's fine. It's charm. Well, we started to run out of light and we had to make it to the dump, and this kind of turned into more of a before and after. So I'm gonna take y'all through now. It's a little bit better in these front two rooms, and I feel it's nice to come in here and look around now and not worry about tripping over something nasty with a snake under it. So front door we fixed a little bit with some wood glue, put it back together, and we have a padlock for it now. And you can see, you can walk in here and looks like Cracker Barrel in here. We got all kinds of stuff hanging up. Let me get a little bit of light in here. Crab pot type setup here. Got a bunch of lizards, which I'm happy to see. Y'all let me know if you see these lizards in eastern North Carolina much, because I think I brought these up here from Florida in my old trucks, honestly. Taking credit for that. Hopefully get rid of some of the bugs around here. But we had a million of those in my yard in Florida, and my two old Fords were full of them when I parked them here. So got a little bit of decoration in here. A lot of it was the wife's idea, and feeling good about that. Just hung up this creeper. I think that's pretty neat there. Old mechanics creeper. And then I'll be taking this Igloo center console cooler with me, but I'm excited we found that in here. This is sitting here for now. We'll probably put that on the wall at some point. And my wife's favorite shelf here, which has some of the cups and glasses and everything on display. And then we just went and shot my 6.5 Creedmoor PSA Saber 10 and my Glock, as well as my Stoger 12 gauge. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, it does not get better than a hoop cheese biscuit, a Big Deborah honey bun, and mud crabs howling. Celebrate a little bit with some shooting, and we've been riding the four-wheeler around as well. And then you can see in here, old bed we could put together if we decide to. And overall, you can walk in here and not worry about a snake. Still pretty dirty, but a lot better than it was. Let me know what y'all think.